Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for income-oriented investing. Now on the Canadian side, in the Canadian market covered call space, HHIS from Harvest is extremely popular. It's been out a little over a year and it's already passed 1.3 billion AUM. Now on the US side, that might not be a lot, but in Canada for a niche covered call ETF, it's a very, very high. So it's very, very, very popular. What is it? It's a high income solution where instead of having an S&P 500 or a NASDAQ 100 with covered calls and a little bit of leverage, it's kind of like a concentrated NASDAQ 100, if you will. So it's a portfolio of individual ETFs, but they're single stock ETFs. So we could say that HHIS is really about 20 stocks, right? So you have the stocks here. As you'll notice, the Magnificent Seven are here, but you'll have other more boring things like Lilly and Costco. And then you have other things that are not in the Magnificent Seven, but can be considered in that, big tech kind of category like AMD and Palantir. And then you have other things a little bit more fancy, a little bit more innovative related to crypto, for example, like Circle, Strategy, Coinbase, Robinhood, SoFi, Reddit. So I like to say this is kind of like a concentrated NASDAQ 100. It's not exactly that, but obviously it has some higher yielding names higher volatility names, which translates into higher yield than just owning a NASDAQ 100 covered call ETF, which will give you maybe 14-15% yield. This one right now, it started at 25% yield. Right now it's over 30 because these stocks especially are suffering. So the whole point is this is very popular. It could be a great high yield complement to a foundational position like an S&P or a NASDAQ covered call ETF. Is there an equivalent in the US? For my American friends watching, or for my Canadian friends that like to hold US listed stuff that makes sense to them in the RRSP and Lira because there's no 15% withholding tax. The answer is yes. There's actually two ETFs that are actually very similar to HHIS in the US, but are actually pretty different in terms of mechanics. So the first one, we're going to look at RoundHill. So RoundHill has these weekly pay single stock ETFs, which is basically just an ETF that holds one stock. And it's they actually don't do covered calls on these ones. So for example, the Apple one obviously holds Apple stock. They do no covered calls. They do pay weekly distribution. It's just basically capital gains. They're just giving you they're determining what the weekly distribution is, but it does have leverage. It has 20% leverage, so you see that 120%. So very small amount of leverage, only 20%, no covered calls, but still pays out income. So it's kind of like paying out those capital gains, if you will, or paying out a portion of the Apple stock every single week. And they have an algorithm to try to decide to make sure, obviously they're paying an appropriate amount. So you could see varying weekly distributions. We could expect that if the stock is doing really well and going up, you'll get a bit of higher distribution. When the stock is suffering, you'll probably get a lesser distribution. So very interesting, these weekly pays from RoundHill. Again, no covered calls, but weekly distributions, 20% leverage. They have an all-in-one, everyone, called TOPW. I believe it was something else, and I can't remember what the stock symbol, but they renamed it to TOPW. They kind of changed it, it seems. So TOPW is the stock symbol. This is the top weekly pay ETF. So this is going to combine or going to have a bunch of these single stock weekly pays, which is a bunch. With a little twist, they decided that this one is only going to have the 25 largest US companies and it's going to be market cap weighted. This is very interesting. Again, still weekly distributions. Of course, there's 20% leverage because the ETFs or the stocks inside have 20% leverage. So if we look at the holdings, you'll see that they'll have a combination of the weekly pays. But here's the twist that they recently did. It's market cap weighted. So it's Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. They have bigger percentages than the Netflix, Costco, Berkshire Hathaway, etc., etc. And right now they don't have 25, but I'm assuming because maybe they recently modified the objectives that eventually it's, they'll have 25 or at least 20 plus of the big cap. So it's probably not going to have things like Coinbase in here and Strategy and Reddit because those are not the 25 largest US companies by market cap, but it's still very similar. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's kind of similar to HHIS, where it's kind of like, I guess, a concentrated S&P makes more sense, right? A concentrated S&P or concentrated NASDAQ 100, where the bigger the market cap, you have higher exposure. So of course the yield is, because the portfolio is concentrated, the yield is going to be higher. So you have about a 30% yield on this one right now, but again, it's gonna fluctuate. I don't expect much fluctuation because it compared to the single stock ones, because it is diversified. But now there is another option from RexShares. So RexShares has GIF. So in case you don't know, RexShares has their weekly paying growth and income ETFs, and these are cover call strategies, and this matches even more HHIS. So again, they have single stocks. They have 9 of them. So these are ETFs that hold one stock. They do covered calls on only up to 50% of the portfolio, and there's 25% leverage. So it really matches more the strategy of Harvest. Or the Canadian strategies, where they don't go over 50% coverage for the covered calls and they have 25% leverage, right? You could see that here. You could read all about it on the website, but it's, that's why they call it balanced growth and income, because they're only doing covered calls on half the portfolio, plus there's 25% leverage. So this matches even more what HHIS does, because HHIS is an all-in-one and it is a cover call strategy, and it has 20 stocks, and they don't go over 50%. They typically do 33 to 45% cover calls, and it has 25% leverage. So this is the closest thing. So you have a bunch of single ones. There's about 9 of them: Coinbase, Strategy, Nvidia, Tesla, Robinhood, Palantir. I guess this is CrowdStrike. This is Lilly, and they have Walmart, and they just came out with an all-in-one, guys, GIF. So here is I guess you could say the closest thing on the US that matches or is similar to HHIS. Even the distribution rate is very, very close. The distribution rate of GIF, which is the all-in-one, is about 34 right now. For HHIS is about 32. So this is going to be, it's basically saying it's an all-in-one. It's equal weight, unlike the top weekly pay one, which is market cap weighted. This is looks like they're going to keep it equal weight, and I'm assuming if they launch more and more of these weekly paying ETFs here, they're going to be added in the all-in-one. But right now there's only 9 of them. So if you scroll down and you look at what it actually has, you'll just see those 9. Because there's only 9, they're typically a little over 10% each. So this is I would say also close to what HHIS is. So if we look at total returns on these, haven't been out for a long time. If we do TOPW versus GIF, you'll see that the trend is pretty similar. TOPW is down less. That makes more sense because it's more market cap weighted. So it has a lot more Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, where GIF has bigger exposure to Coinbase and Strategy and Robinhood and things that have been really suffering lately. So this makes complete sense to me. Also, if you do TOPW, for example, versus a NASDAQ 100 cover call ETF from NEOS, for example, QQQI, it's the exact thing that I expect to see in a bull market. Obviously, if you're more concentrated, you see that it does better than the NASDAQ. But on a down market like we're having now, it's going to go down much, much more. And GIF is really, it's not really a long time, guys, but GIF, do we even have some data? Yeah, I mean, it's, this is obviously, no, this is wrong. Hold on a second. There we go. Got it to work here. So yeah, again, GIF it's been out for like a month now, and you see that it is down a little bit more than the actual QQQI, the NASDAQ 100 cover call ETF from NEO. So it makes perfect sense. But when things are looking a bit up, you see that obviously GIF is going to go up, especially if crypto related stuff goes up. So It has the behavior that I really expect, just like HHIS. It's going to be a concentrated version, so a little bit more higher volatility than a NASDAQ 100 or an S&P 500, which in my personal opinion, in case you haven't seen this video, guys, I think NEOS and TAP Alpha are in competition to have the best S&P 500, NASDAQ 100 cover call ETFs. Make sure to check it out, because I always feel an S&P or NASDAQ, whether it's with the cover calls or without, they're really great, fantastic foundational core positions in your portfolio as an American, as a Canadian as well. In America, NEOS and TAP Alpha, also Goldman Sachs, seem to have the best S&P NASDAQ 100 cover call ETFs. They have leverage versions now. Watch this video because I go through the total returns and all that. So I just wanted to make this quick video that if the S&P and NASDAQ are kind of too boring for you, you want a little bit something more concentrated in those higher volatility names, which translates to higher yield. Now we have GIF from Rec Shares, which is only 9. To be fair, but if they keep adding them, they'll be added in here equal weight like we saw, right? Right now, there's only these 9 stocks. And I have to say, I kind of like the mix, because it's not just the Robinhood, Tesla, Nvidia, Strategy, Coinbase. They also added Lilly and Walmart in here to give a little bit more stability, just like Costco. There's Costco and HHIS, right? So, but the concentration is really in the higher volatility, higher risk names, which means higher yields. But TOPW, which seems to have changed their strategy recently, could also be a consideration. So again, you're going to get slightly higher yield at 30, but this one is even closer, or probably even a bit more boring now, because it's market cap weighted. So it kind of really looks like a NASDAQ 100. Just remember that this one has 20% leverage and no cover call. So both of these could be great complements to a foundational core S&P NASDAQ ETF for my American friends, just like HHIS could be a great complement to an HYLD or a QQCL or a USCL or an HDIV, right? A more concentrated, higher risk, higher volatility, higher yielding complement. So let me know what you think. Which one do you like best? Is it GIF? Is it TOPW? Do you not even care, and you're just happy with either a NEOS or TAP Alpha NASDAQ 100 with leverage, which are in the pretty high yields now? They're in the 20 to 25% yield anyway. Let me know if you would even bother with either GIF or TOPW. Let me know which ones are your favorite. Don't forget to like the video, guys. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe, please, if you're not subscribed. I'm trying to hit that 250 250,000 subscriber mark. Really appreciate you watching, guys. Stay safe, stay passive, and stay safe, stay passive, stay honorable. See you next time.